Let me change this. Alright, what up, guys? The anime player. Welcome back to some Genshin Impact. Last time we faced Senora and um, the Raiden Shogun. Not at the same time, but like the same. What you call it? Like battle after battle. It's crazy. As we defeated Senora, we had to fight the Raiden Shogun, or as some people would say it. What's happening? And this totally the place where she did that. What's it called the Exorcist thing. She said he wasn't possessed.
By the protection of the electro arc.
Ooh. Words.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
Right?
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yeah, that.
That's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
What?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict.
Well,
is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan?
No, it's not.
Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done. And Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway,
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not?
Oh, really?
As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, There's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself.
So, you mean there are
Huh?
3 Raiden Shoguns?
No, the prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect, the original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end, later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Ugh, not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as
So he's
the
stronger.
Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto.
So she has a sister?
As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth. In fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
About my brother.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
I met her. I don't believe she was the one.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
Bound. Next stop my
After
journey.
leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
What's Sumeru?
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
No
Are
more
you
question.
sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Yeah, that thing was glowing during
Keep
our
it
fight.
safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Yo, I can if you want me
Who in their
to.
right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself.
Rule the
Perhaps the
world.
reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Quest complete. Business will reward us.
Oh, did that all get a little heavy for you? I think you Are you sure? Keep it safe. There was...
Who in their right...
I see. Your ambition should... Perhaps the reason... Continue on...
Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Some quests. Wait, actually. Dun, 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 dun. Or Chase in inazuma. Kozai. Alright. Ooh, brilliant. Alright. Wait. cough. Hello there. Hello, someone is suitable arrival and us both call. It's someone I know too well that my words message will have gone out the window. Over the whole day is awful. It's certainly less than efficient. You've forgotten me already. I'm calling us a kind of village. And to pretend that we're not familiar with them. Look at me. Remember to remember. Maybe, or maybe to forget me already. Let me introduce myself there. I was a scholar from the submarine climate community. To go to church there and voice to reach on the line just too restrictive. Did not leave empty hand, of course, because of all the trouble we went through, so that it doesn't quite feel worth it to the end. So you turn to some movie, lead back to hope to rescue the suit during my travel. So why not? We'll change the top. If you remember the whole word, fair, but then your employees replace the angel. Try to use that vision, like strength into user. Cop the user still is permanent stage in my previous report, and it was only going to top it. Let's see. So I want to wish going to be my way to help me. Sure, I guess. Do you want me to do? Alright. Songs. We taste something for immense point. Oh, I bet. Oh, that's why they've been glowing like with darkness.
Take this!
You're open.
Lightning slash!
You're open.
No.
I'm going in! Ow!
You're open. You're open for this.
There we go.
Lightning slash!
You're open.
Alright, let us come.
Lightning slash!
Pause. Come. Let's fight.
The hunter becomes.
The hunted. Not bad.
Bellowing thunder! Lightning slash!
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Everybody stand back! That's gonna hurt in the morning! Let's light it up! Ow!
Damn it!
Come on, we can do it. Oh no! Let's dance. Lightning flash! Yeah! Yeah!
Come on!
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver. Take this!
No!
That's gonna hurt in the morning! Teamwork is dreamwork! Why do they never miss?
There we go.
Let's light it up!
Take this!
Come on!
Wheel of life. Wow. Lightning flash!
Come on!
I'll protect us.
Oh. Nice. Just the last one. Better be a swear. Dun, 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 dun. Way more of these. Oh, these ones are the fire one, great.
it up! Ha! Take this! Let's out! That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Oh, oh, that's why there's more.
This is just my... Ugh.
Ready, steady, go!
Lightning flash!
There we go. Come on.
Take this! Take this! Bellowing thunder!
There we go.
Life goes on. Take this!
There we go. What? I got 40 of those. Wait, hold up. Alright guys, let me see if it works. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, who'd I get? Come on. Bruh. Let me have her. Oh, that. As I guess. No. Damn it. Too later. Trying with that was crashed. So, it's a really good thing in the summer hall. You should break it. Still, before you test. Well, what do you mean do? That's pretty to use. Well, that's not doing it, and it's not profusion. You got space operation, and you know there's there should be no problem at all. But I've heard passive information they discuss strange and dominantly. No one's ever judged there before in this season with monsters stronger than one you see one around the wilds. We're gonna use that for your sake might be obtain better data. Be a pre-performed cover. Said it been very impressive the fights they record by the fire that had been limited reaction there. Granted that even the launch had not proved too different for you, that's a given. You know, I wouldn't believe a word of it. Someone else had told me that, but on the other hand, I have full faith that you'll be fine. Well, then allow me to locate the remain for you on your happy testing. Alright.
I'll protect us. La 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 la. I don't know. Take this.
Let's light it up! Why do they never miss?
So this one can be co-op. Easy. Ooh, let's do something else. Do. Dun. Start. Do I activate it? What the hell? Hell. I'm getting stuck. Alright guys, I don't know what to do, but I think I'm gonna end the video here. Till next time, this Anime Player, thank you, Gucci out, peace out.